to see this one.
These two have been waiting for this one for quite some time, and to be honest, so have I.
Salute, class. We outside today. We on a field trip. Righteous field day. How y'all feeling, y'all? Salute to the Brass Squad. Zone in the building. Lovely Sheeta in the building. Salute, class. So we on the road this evening, actually. So topic came up, and I felt that we need to go over this topic, man, because a lot of you guys, y'all might not know who you supposed to pick. It's an order. Everything is order, guys. You know what I mean? So let's get straight on into it, man. Let me know in the comments, yo. As you come on into the stream, put who you putting. Put who you picking. Put who you picking. You can only pick one. Don't make things complicated. And please, guys, please. God is not a woman. I asked y'all to put a woman. We know. We all over here righteous, so we know God come first. And if we know God come first, then we should know the answer to this question right here. So please don't distract yourself with the stupid foolishness. Don't complicate common sense, guys. All right, come on in and put who you picking. Who is you picking? You know what I mean? As if you was a man, who do you think you supposed to pick? There's no wrong answer either, guys, because you might not know the right answer. But after today's live stream, you're going to understand the reason why the answer is the answer. So we're going to give them some time to let them come on in, guys. Come on in. And as you come on in, put who, if you was a man or as a man, who comes next? Who the man supposed to put first in his life? And we'll break this thing down as more people come on into the live stream. We'll be breaking this thing down today. We'll go person by person, and I'll explain to you where they supposed to be put and placed in your life. Because if there's no organization in your life, guys, you're gonna operate in chaos. And a lot of y'all don't become successful because y'all never take care of your environment. You never put those people in the proper place and the proper perspective. Those ones that you keep in your environment, your immediate environment. They hold the most influence over you. So if you don't set the proper boundaries and you don't set the proper ways to deal with the communication with those particular folks, they'll be making choices and decisions on your life. You know what I mean? Understand that, guys. You know what I mean, guys? Salute to the Brass Squad. Salute to everybody. While y'all following in, we'll play some content. While y'all follow on in. Remember, y'all, as y'all come on in, hit the like button and put who is you picking? Who is you picking?
Not just my delivery, it hurts your feelings to know that all this time you thought your mother or your father had it figured out and they did not. They raised you in a way that has you conditioned to believe that your habits and the things that you have your mind set on are not going to put you in a position of forward progress. A lot of y'all and I'm speaking like this without cursing because a lot of y'all inboxed me earlier and, it really touched you in a, good way. Y'all was letting me know, the video earlier really touched you in a good way when I really started speaking on like how our children get of age like we do. Some point in their life, they get to a certain age where they realize, like, you didn't teach me anything of value. You only bought me stuff. You only purchased me material stuff and spent time with me, but the time wasn't even valuable because you didn't leave me with any nuggets to make it out here. So we watch our children repeat the same generational curses that we've repeated for decades, and a lot of y'all, it's sad because instead of confronting that, you deflect. You come on my page and you don't understand the responsibility of the content that you're listening to. You don't understand the weight of what this carries.
Facts, guys. You got to understand the magnitude and the weight to which what we talk about carries, y'all. Is really life-changing. This the information that us folks, we didn't have access to. We just didn't have access to this type of information and knowledge, y'all. We didn't, because it cost too much. And we were too busy focusing on surviving to invest in this type of knowledge, guys. Understand that. But now we got it. So let's start without a shadow of a doubt, right? I think we can all agree that there's one woman on this category that it don't even make no sense. She ain't even need to be up on there, even though I got to holler at you, because with that said, sir, you got to cherish you. You got to cherish your pee. And you know what I mean? Because a lot of y'all would say, no, baby mother, hell no, not my baby mother. But bro, that at one point, that was your darling. That was your darling. You was smitten with that girl. You were jumping through the hoops with that woman. So don't be so quick. You know what I mean? Don't be so quick to highlight your disgust for a female that you was once smitten for. But definitely, she is definitely not in line here. She's definitely, we can remove the baby mother out the equation. She definitely don't come next after your God. You know what I mean? After your God, she don't come next, guys. Let me see what the chat's saying. Castro, what's going on, man? Toxic ring scandal, what's going on, man? Low Wong 6'5", what up? We got lovely Sheeta on the field trip. We on the field trip today. Jamway, what's going on, Jamway? Zone, we on the field trip. So we just took the baby mama out, right? So we definitely know it's not baby mama. And we just got to be more careful. We all get one mistake. As a man, we all go get that one mistake. Remember, Lilith was Adam's first wife. And the fact that she didn't want to be submissive to us, so she ran off and divested, that's not Adam's fault, bro. And you can't blame that on Adam. So we get one mistake, guys. We get one. Now, I mean, we get one, but now you multi-mistakers, you might want to start checking yourself. You might want to see it's something in you that got you attracted to these women who got a lack of care for man, but a care for money, but a need for money. They don't like the man, but they like his cum. You know what I mean? You got to find out why you like women that play dumb with the cum once you give it to them. You know what I mean? That's on you. But we all do one mistake. But we could take baby mother off. So now let's chop one obvious, the obvious next one, guys. Over here, you know, we highlight your first oppressor. So if that's your first oppressor, that can't be the person you put next in line after God. After you put God first, ain't no way in the world is you gonna put your first oppressor next. Understand that, guys.
There's people walking around out here that are soulless avatars simply operating on matrix programming. They're living, but they're not alive. And they're all around us. They're all over the place. People that have never woken up to who they truly actually are. They simply are operating on the code that they've been programmed and given since they were born, since they were even in the womb and at gestation. The same code, just running on programming, never exceeding the programming, never reprogramming the programming, never editing it, never hacking themselves, just running on the pure code and living a complete lie, believing that they're alive, but they're not.
That's a fact. That's the absolute definition of mental illness, y'all. And we already know out of all the women on this list, right? Out of all the women in this chart, the one with the most mental illness is your mom. It ain't your baby mom, sir. Her mama got some mental illness likings to your mom's, but it ain't your baby mom's. It's your mom's, sir. It's your mom's, bro. And you got to put this one so far away from you. And God talk about it, bro. You know what I mean? If your mama not righteous and if she's not following the ways of God, and if she's engulfed with the ways of the world, you is to cut her off. You is to not let her and her wicked ways, because she already lived her life. She going to hell, bro. Don't let her live your life too. So you is supposed to cut your hand off before the cancer spread to your body. That's his words. That's his words. So we can go on right now and we can remove the mother from the list. So we know those of you mommy loving, son husband worshiping mama's boys, that's not the answer right there. That's not gonna help you. Mama not gonna help you. She has the least amount of information for you in actuality. And she love you, bro. We know that our parents love us, but they didn't have the information. They did not have time to get this information and give it to us. Plus, we know they the ones that hold the most mental illness, bro. It start from grandma down. You heard that last clip where people walk around here thinking they're alive and pretending that they're alive? Come on, bro. We know how that is, especially in our community where we let the mama run everything. We let the mama run and control everything. She get to call the shots. It's not good, y'all. That's not good. So we could remove mama. You know what I mean?
Let's say that grandma grew up and had a lot of trauma. She had some very difficult things that everybody knows about, and they have compassion and sympathy and empathy for grandma. But she didn't get help and she didn't heal up. So she's become a very fearful person, which makes her a very controlling person, which makes her a very religious person. And so now she's constantly speaking fear over everyone and everything. And it's out of love, but it's out of unhealed hurt and trauma. And let's say grandma's religious, so she's always quoting Bible verses, and she's weaponizing the Bible to be in control of the family. And everyone knows grandma's not very healthy, but we let her set the system because we feel bad for grandma. Love grandma, but grandma needs to get some help. And unless grandma's healthy, what you're allowing is the least healthy person to determine the culture of the family. It will continue in your children and grandchildren, and you will take a broken family member and you'll turn it into a generational curse. Because your children will think, if you don't correct it, that this is normal in how we do family.
And that's a whole fact, guys. And they'll pass it down to your daughter. They'll pass it down to your daughter, guys. You know what I mean? They'll pass it down. You ever had your mama over and your girl was cooking something for you? Like, I remember my mother tried that with me. Miss Goodbread was cooking, and you know, Miss Goodbread always cooking and making me something, bringing me something off of the rip. Like I could be doing a show in the house and Miss Goodbread would come by the room with a cup. Like the other day she did it, and it'd be like, you need something to drink, and pass me something to drink. You know, my mama had the nerve to tell her, don't be doing that for him. He can get up and do it. I looked at this woman who did not teach me nothing of value, and I told her, yo, if you don't shut the fuck up, ma'am, I straight like that. Y'all be scared. Y'all be scared. Man, listen, I had to tell you, ma'am, if you don't politely, no disrespect, ma'am, shut the fuck up, bro. What are you talking about? And we know how that be in the community. Dead ass, yo. Gonna tell her, you know what I mean? She dead had my mom's. It's my mom's now. And she a sweet woman, sweet old woman. Had the nerve to tell her, don't be, and she in my house. Talk about don't be doing that. Get the moms off the list, bro. So this gonna come down to your daughter and your wife and the common sense, guys. And if we following the word of God and the Bible, it's your wife, guys. You can't be ashamed to put your wife before your kids. That's where these women is messing up at. These women breaking the order because they trying to put the kids before they put the husband, and they put the kids before they put God. You know what I mean? And that's where they're messing up at. That's why they constantly don't know their role. You know what I mean? Black women really don't know their role in a relationship because it never was taught to them. Black women really think that their role is to work for the devil and the devil only. And because the devil kicked the shit out of them in the workforce, that they get to come home and push their partner, their God-given task off on a man, guys. So a lot of you would have picked your daughter, but you don't put your daughter before you put your wife. You know what I mean? You got to remember, when you pick a female to get in a relationship, relationships are for family. You know what I mean? Relationships are for family. If you just want to date, then keep the condom on and just date. Don't start playing let's pretend to be in a relationship. Because once you in a relationship, then you got to be married. You got to merge under the eyes of God. Once you start sleeping with a female without a condom on, that got to be the only female you think about. The only other person you could think about is God. It's supposed to be God, man, woman, then child, my guy. So with that said, you got to put God, man, your wife, your children, and then your parents. And that's the proper order right there, guys. You know what I mean? Feel how you want to feel. I'm not here to change how you want to feel. I'm just here to give you the information, deliver the information. Besides, you should have no problem putting your wife next because you picked her. Remember, men are the prize, women are the gift from God, bro. If you don't like your gift, please just put it back in the box, rewrap it, and put it out, set it outside your door. What's trash to one man is a treasure to the next man. But don't sit there and play let's pretend with that gift, knowing you don't like that gift, because ain't no blessings coming. Ain't no blessings coming to you. RPM salute, my God. Our RPM salute. What we listening to, man? What we listening to, RPM? What clip we listening to? While you pick one, I'ma pick one on the house, because I think that was a good cue to tell y'all stop chasing that doo-doo, guys. Stop chasing that doo-doo, bro. You know what I mean? Chase substance. You can make a chick look like how you need her to look. So chase substance. You know what I mean? Chase a chick that know that men and women are not equal. Too many of these women, 85% of these women run around with the men and women are equal until it don't benefit them, and then they want to be the victim. Understand that. So stop chasing the doo-doo and chase the substance, my guys.
Got a big old booty, and everybody says, she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. Put there by God, that's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she won't switching that big old booty and all of that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
Man, listen, guys, don't sleep on how vital it is on picking a good female to bond with and build with, bro. That is vital, bro. You will not win if you pick the wrong female. Understand that. And they know this, too. This is why they so quick when they run out of answers after they doing dirt or when they're about to get held accountable, what they say. You got to be careful who you pick. Like if we hold access to the cooch, you know what I mean? We don't hold access to the cooch. So that's something that men have been saying to them for the longest, because they're responsible. If they let a beta male in they coochie and they produce a beta child, a bastard, that's them. They allow coochie. A man can't give himself no coochie. So women run with that. Oh, you got to be careful who you pick, because that's how they flip the accountability and the birth control, the fact that they are responsible for child labor and the birth control. So, you know what I mean? Nice try, sis. Nice try.
Miss Shine, let me ask you a question. If I do this right now on live.
Good question.
If I start playing with a gun and it goes off and it hits me in the head, who was responsible for my death?
It's the parent that didn't put a gun. Like
I said me, ma'am. I said me.
Oh,
right now, if I do it right now.
There go your one-sided question. Of course it would be you. Of course it would be you.
Okay, so you and all of you playing with these cocks, when they go off and get you pregnant, who's responsible for that? You knew very well what a cock was capable of. I'm asking you, ma'am, who was responsible for you getting pregnant 100%?
quiet, crickets, because they know, guys, they know. They be catching y'all fools. They catch y'all fools that don't know yourself. Y'all never take the time to learn yourself. Y'all so busy chasing them. It's crazy, guys. Understand that the only people really dating in this dating market right now are men that truly don't know themselves and they haven't put no work in on themselves and they're raised by a toxic woman. Those are the only men really playing in this dating field. A lot of the other men, a lot of the brothers, bro, is focusing on themselves, seeing how good it is to really get to some cash without having to be monitored. A lot of men is doing that. A lot of men finish their child support off, and now they seeing all of their money and they're investing. They're doing fan duels. They're doing stock marketing because now the money that they were so used to being without going towards an ungrateful household, you know what I mean, a satanic household, they have that now. So now they're putting their God blessings, their funds from their hard work, they're putting that towards something to benefit them. And a lot of men seeing, damn, I wasted a lot of time chasing the doo-doo. So these women cook. These women cook. Only dudes in that dating field are the 80% males, the beta males that thirsty right now, that were raised by a mama who swears she hot, who thinks she hot, who is also on the internet looking for men. You know what I mean? That's all that's in the dating pool. You know what I mean? Anybody still moving like how they was moving before the 2019, 2020 thing went down is gonna be moving like that for the rest of their life. If they didn't take the wake-up call in 2020 when God sent us back to the crib, they gonna be moving like how they was moving on default for the rest of their life. And you need to stay away from them because stagnant friends turn to haters. Absolutely. But let's get back to what I was telling you about how these women think they so slick. They think they could just push their God-given task. Because here's the thing. We're not gonna lie. I'm a man. I'm a real man. And I'm not gonna lie. I work for the devil. Yes. I work and I take the white man money. I take the devil. I take the Jews. Sorry, not white man, because every white man, not the devil. The curly hats are them. You know what I mean? And every white man is not a curly hat, dummy, right? So the curly hat, I take some curly hat money now too. So everybody work for the devil. Men be working. Real men work for the devil, but we also work for God. We know how to take what the devil give us and turn it holy. You see, that's where I'm here, telling y'all the truth, putting my people on. So yeah. That's what make a real dude from separate real from fake. Now, that's what separate a man from a woman. Because you women now, y'all want to come down here and only work for the devil. Y'all don't want to do y'all God-given tasks. And that go back to our punishment. Your punishment being you ate the apple, man. So you're supposed to be ruled by man. And you're supposed to be responsible for child labor. You see how y'all some disrespectful women, bro. Yeah, and then y'all want to blame the man. But listen to how they think, guys. This is how they think. They think we stupid. They think we dumb, guys. Peep this.
Modern men want a traditional woman, but they don't want to be a traditional man. So you want a woman to come home from a job, just like you did, clean, cook, do the laundry, take care of the kids, and you guys are both going to work. Do you see how that don't make sense?
No, it does make sense. And yes, I do want you to do that.
Are you delusional?
No.
So you're telling me that a woman has to go.
Ma'am, it makes a lot of sense, right? We both work for God and we both work for the devil. Why you're not trying to work for God? You went out there and worked your 9 to 5 slaving for the devil. Now, what's the problem? Why are you not working for God? See, men, we were designed. God created us, right? He created us to work and tend the garden. So our punishment was now to work for what we eat. That's all he told us. A man punishment is to be down here working, whether he working for the devil or God. He is good in God's eyes because he is working. Now, sisters, why y'all don't want to do y'all God-given tasks again? And see, y'all run around here and y'all get so caught up in these weak talking points, but y'all never want to face the serious ones. I had another good talking point last night, and you tried to block me. Y'all went and which one of y'all bald roaches tried to block the live stream last night because I asked y'all, why did y'all take yourself off birth control? So which one of y'all was that? See, because I know I know what we're talking about now, and I ain't scared to talk about the subjects at hand. And I know it's new and it's raw, and ain't nobody ever asked you these questions. But let's stop playing. Why do you feel it's okay to work for the devil only and not do your God-given task just because the man's punishment was to work only? He ain't asked us to be ruled by a woman. You know what I mean? He ain't asked us to be responsible for child labor. So when we go nutting in y'all and y'all think it's a good idea to have a baby with an irresponsible dude, that ain't our fault either, man. So let's talk about it. Because I ain't never met a responsible woman that got pregnant by an irresponsible nigga. Never met him. Never gonna meet him. You ain't. Show me her. Show me it. So it sounds like two people irresponsible in that situation. And it's sad if the girl is irresponsible because that's her duty. That's her God-given task. So let's stop playing, man. Amen. 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 Because when we ask real questions, when we get to the questions, when we get to this, you can't answer that. It's crickets.
Miss Shine, let me ask you a question. If I do this right now on live.
Good question.
If I start playing with a gun and it goes off and it hits me in the head, who was responsible for my death?
It's the parent that didn't put a gun like
I said me, ma'am. I said me.
Oh,
right now, if I do it right now.
There go your one-sided question. Of course it would be you. Of course it would be you.
Okay, so you and all of you playing with these cocks, when they go off and get you pregnant, who's responsible for that? You knew very well what a cock was capable of. I'm asking you, ma'am, who was responsible for you getting pregnant 100%?
Sisters, when y'all start dealing with responsible dudes, when y'all start healing and working on yourself, right? When you start healing and working on yourself, because until you heal, you're going to be operating on chaos time. So you're going to be looking for chaos. So nothing that I'm going to tell you gonna match. But when you heal, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about, sis. You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. You are responsible for that. You are responsible for that. And you don't get nothing trying to push that off on the man. Men and women do some things equal, but men and women are not the same. Men and women are not the same, ladies. And that's what it goes down to. Y'all do not get to push y'all God-given task off on the man and think y'all slick. You know what I mean? They not understanding. Jay said, yo, I could speak Spanish right now and they not understanding. Mind you, I ain't cursed. I ain't call nobody a bald head roach in this spill. I ain't say none of that. You know what I mean? I ain't yelling. And they wouldn't get it, right? They wouldn't get it. They wouldn't get it. I know one thing. I know sisters with sense is getting tired. Sisters with sense getting tired of these foolish, the 80% fools, they getting tired of y'all.
I'm gonna be a totally 110%. I think I didn't find my husband yet because all the women expectations is really having the men go into a hole. Cause who the hell is y'all to say y'all want a man that make $500,000 a year? They hide because of y'all unrealistic ass expectations. Send me somebody that got enough to make sure that I got lights on, water running, I'm smiling and we eating. Y'all asking for the most. Y'all want a man to buy y'all a boat. I can't even say it right. Y'all want a man to buy y'all a boat, a yacht, and a crib, and pay for your kids' schooling, your desires, your kids' desires. Like that shit. You hear how unrealistic that shit sounds? This how a lot of y'all women sound. Ridiculous. That's why we ain't got nobody yet, because y'all scaring them into a damn hole. Please separate me from everybody else. Husband, come find me. You ain't gotta make $500K for me. You can make $500. If you can make that shit work all year and I'm eating, I'm good.
Exactly. Sisters with sense. That's what you look for, guys. Look for sisters with sense. Sisters that grew up seeing men survive. Sisters that understand that men is held accountable by society automatically. They the ones that's not held accountable. You know what I mean? Stop playing with these sisters that want to play so delusional. They want to be even up into the part where society holds us accountable different though. They want to be even up into the part where it's the my body, my choice lies on their lap. So let's knock it off, guys. Let's knock it off. But let's get back to the butter, because I want to show y'all how delusional the sisterhood really is. And it's because that grandma never went and seen about herself. And that grandmama pushed that fear onto the mama, who pushed that fear onto the daughter, and shit fit to repeat. Shit fit to repeat, y'all. But trust and believe. Us men is on to them. Us men, we see it. We see it now. These women need some help. But let's get back to that. Let's get to that.
I don't think a person that's suffering with mental health or being emotionally abusive and then apologizing the next day is someone that needs to be in a relationship right now. And I know you love that person, and I want to say how much I admire the men, because again, there's so many women with BPD today. It's 3 times higher in women than men. And again, I've seen that so many men are very frustrated with women because a lot of women are all acting the same, right? And they're very emotional, they're undisciplined emotionally, and whenever a man puts his foot down with a woman, she calls him abusive, controlling, and narcissistic. But he's like, bro, I wish you could see yourself. I wish you could look at yourself in the mirror and see how you're acting. Gosh, what do I do? How do I wake you up? And I get it. And I want to say, like, after my healing process, like, I admire the men that do that. I know there's men that aren't good men. I know there's women that aren't good women. I know there's great men, and I know there's great women. I know there's men that are trying so hard right now. That's why so many men are not getting married. They're in relationship and they want the intimacy and love, but they're not getting married because in the long run, they're dealing with so many people, so many women that are having mental health issues. You also deserve peace. You also deserve love. And I would say don't get caught up thinking that this is normal. That's how life is supposed to look like and be, that you're supposed to take all of that abuse. No.
It's good to see that my alarm words are starting to penetrate to the mainstream, right? Remember how we made the righteous fear, we single-handedly made, we had everybody talking emotional intelligence last year, right? Everybody, emotional intelligence, they ain't heard that word till I said it. Now we got this mental illness, right? I've been screaming this for 2 years that, yo, go see about yourself. They got mental illness, right? Me and Love Dorsey been screaming mental illness. Now you got some females running around here reposting Love Dorsey clips, reposting my clips, stealing my lives, trying to make a whole Love Dorsey page because they feel what she say, but they won't activate the information. They like the psychology because it's like magic. A person can figure out exactly the wicked ways you run around here doing, but instead of fixing you, you just re-upload our content and just you can't make this shit up, guys. But again, they think they're equal to man, and they think they don't have to do God-given tasks. They think they gotta work for the devil, and that's it. Because the devil tires them out. Because God did not design them to endure long periods of hardship. That's female nature number 5. Women is not endured. Women are not designed to endure long periods of hardship. You know that's correct, because for the babies, female nature have things in them for the betterment and the protection of the babies and the assurance that the babies and the genes go on, the generation go on. So they're not designed to endure long periods of hardship. This is why they're not designed for the workplace to be putting in overtime and all this extra shit. This is why they're all blown up, tired, eating fast food, because God did not make them for that. They choose to do that. And we all get choices, decisions. And again, ain't no real logical man. Ain't no real man gonna stop you from getting your money, because our mother teaches us that. You don't ever come in the way of a woman getting her money. You let her get her money, and how she get her money shows you how you treat her and how you commit to her. But a real man never gonna get in the way from you, get in the way with you getting your money, man. But you not going, if I'm in a relationship, if you're in a real relationship with a real man, you're not gonna trick me into doing your God-given task either, man. So yes, when I come home, I expect food, all of that. Because I went and I did my God-given task and I worked for the devil. So what you talking about, man? Thank you.
Modern men want a traditional woman, but they don't want to be a traditional man. So you want a woman to come home from a job, just like you did, clean, cook, do the laundry, take care of the kids, and you guys are both going to work. Do you see how that don't make sense?
No, it does make sense. And yes, I do want you to do that.
Are you delusional?
No.
So you're telling me that a woman has to go work like a man every day, and a man goes work, and he's tired when he gets home. A woman's not tired. She has to clean, cook, do the dishes, do the laundry. Are you kidding me?
First of all, I just want you to understand that yelling doesn't mean you're winning an argument. It's just a sign of frustration and the inability to articulate in a respectful way and make a valid point. It's a sign of low intelligence. Your point is invalid, and you sound like the rest of these unwedded women talking about, I'm going to go to work like you. Do you want me to cook, clean? If that was the case, so what? Yes, you're going to cook, clean, do this and do that. And guess what? He taking the trash out. He fixing the house. He making sure this. Y'all have different responsibilities and different roles. A lot of modern day women don't even know that they're not fit to be a wife.
And you think I'm not fit to be a wife?
Ma'am, you just showed us you not. You not fit to be a wife. A wife is like Miss Goodbread. You know what I mean? Miss Goodbread go, she work for the devil, then she come home and she do her work for God. She do her work for God with no complaining. With no complaining. There's 20% of sisters that do their job. And see, this is why them hot mouth heifers be speaking for the good woman, and the good woman don't need them to speak for them because the good woman's actions speak for themselves, and the good woman's ain't even stressing it. Good women's ain't even stressing it. Good women's like doing woman tasks because it make them feel like a lady. Only these bald head roaches that done turned themselves into men don't want to. They want to engulf themselves totally with the devil's plan. They want to only work for the devil. That make them feel strong. That make them feel good. Dummies, yo. And you know it's a mindset, guys. And I told you this mindset is global. So please stop with the, black ones, white ones. The shit global. There is no virtuous one. It's 20% of virtuous ones. 10% of them is taken in all nationalities and all races and all religions. So knock it all the way the fuck off. The same thing that lady just said is the same thing this young fake Muslim lady attempted to pull. This is in their blueprint. This is the only thing they mama taught them. It's the oldest survival trick in the book. It's the oldest survival trick in the book.
And if you want your house clean, hire me a maid. I'm not a slave.
No. I agree. I'll hire the maid and I'll marry the maid. I'll marry the maid.
As a man, it is your responsibility, regardless of whether she works, to take care of her.
But let me give you an example, okay? If you have average Abdullah, he's working 40 hours a week. As his wife, her name's Bushra, basic Bushra. She's also working 40 hours a week. Both of them are coming home after a 40-hour work week, tired. Just as tired as each other. But my 40 hours is paying for everything in the house. And your 40 hours is gone on your Mac foundation. Do you understand? Furthermore, if my 40 hours that I work per week covers everything in the household, okay, and you want to work, not only will I not be involved in the household chores, I will expect you to contribute towards the household bills.
Yo, it's sad, bro. It's sad. It's sad. Yeah, you see how the mindset is global? They don't like they don't like when you say all. They not all, but don't they sound the same? They start looking the same, acting the same, and then they repeat and regurgitate the same dumb, stupid stuff, right? So how can y'all not be the same? How can y'all not? I'm not saying not all, man. I'm not. I'm really not. You know what I mean? Y'all go fix yourself. It's the mental illness that have y'all running around here looking the same and acting the same. And good women see it. Women see it.
I don't think a person that's suffering with mental health or being emotionally abusive and then apologizing the next day is someone that needs to be in a relationship right now. And I know you love that person, and I want to say how much I admire the men, because again, there's so many women with BPD today. It's 3 times higher in women than men. And again, I've seen that so many men are very frustrated with women because a lot of women are all acting the same, right? And they're very emotional.
Yeah, because they high off that same satanic dope. They high off that same Satan lie, that narrative that they all raised to believe only men doing weird stuff. when it's their mama. It's the exact person teaching them that only men doing weird stuff is the reason why they lack the knowledge and they suffer for the lack of knowledge, guys. But guys, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all see I'm here at practice with the little man. You know what I mean? I'm about to go back over there and get in with the practice. I just felt the need to come here and talk to y'all. I'm gonna be doing quick little lives like this, vertical. So guys, if you new to me and you just now finding my channel, make sure you hit the notification and the subscribe button, because when I go regular live, they might not send you the notification, guys. And I'm going back to doing regular lives. So I want to see all y'all there. Right now, I can't give any new people wrenches. But when I get back to the lab and I go live back, when I get back, I definitely give people that earned a wrench a wrench. You know, I could look back on these live streams and see who added value. So when I get a chance, I just throw you a wrench. Guys, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. My good brads, my sisters with sense. You know what I mean? Keep pouring into you. Don't listen to what these dummies is feeding the other sheep. Don't listen to that foolishness, y'all. I'm telling you, it ain't work for our kind. It ain't never worked for our kind. And if a motherfucker seems so convincing, you ask him to show you a person that motherfucking information worked for, all right? Because it ain't working for nobody. It don't work. I'm telling y'all. And being a victim don't work either, guys. We all get choices and decisions. So let's get to some information so that we can make better choices and decisions. That's it. And then those consequences are turned to results. You know what I mean? Everybody like results, because even little bit of results is better than consequences. Know that. Understand that. You might not get the big result. You might not hit the lottery, but you ain't getting consequences, and that's a start. Understand that, guys. All right, so keep pouring into yourself. Yo, your woman come first. God, man, then woman, then children. Ladies, God, man, woman, then children. So stop putting these children before you put your God and a man, all right? Feed that man first. Feed that man first. You look stupid talking about you feed the kids first. God, man, woman, child, all right? Love y'all. Wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. Do not play with your life, guys.
Just like becoming a submissive woman is so crazy because the power you hold by doing that. I'll give a couple points. One, I was afraid that my feelings won't be valid or like I won't have a voice. What I noticed by just letting my husband make the decisions and just following that, he asks me for all the advice. He comes to me for every question. Yeah. He'll call me, what do you think about this? I don't know what to do. I'm like, wow, what? Yeah. And then I say it, what I think, and then he does it. Mm-hmm. So I end up having a leadership role by just letting him be the final say, but he values my wisdom.
Yeah. Add on what you're saying, like with that word submit, right? When you look at it from an etymological, you break it down, it means she responds to you. When a man knows that he can trust his woman, he will value her opinion. Mm-hmm. A man, when he knows that his woman has his back, and when he knows that he has that woman that he can trust, he's going to love her and value her in everything that he does. Yeah. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, black women. Yeah, I know what I'm going to say. Competition's getting big.
How I got pregnant again. You be with them. As soon as you meet that you think got some money, you will give him raw. Love raw. They do not like committing to nowadays early on. They don't like the responsibility of babies with that they have no plans on marrying. Don't like having children when they don't have themselves together financially. So girl, nothing is happening to you that you're not doing to yourself. Stop sitting up here saying you don't understand how life got this hard. It got this way raw too much. And love raw, but they don't like babies like that. It needs to click. It's not the Lord. And your mama gonna sit there and lie to ass again. I'ma help, I'ma this, I'ma that. And as soon as you try to drop them kids off to go out and be a thought again or a city girl or be outside or hell, you might be trying to straighten up and go to school now. She ain't finna be with all the time.
Miss Shai, let me ask you a question. If I do this right now on live.
Good question.
If I start playing with a gun and it goes off and it hits me in the head. Who was responsible for my death?
It's the parent that didn't put a gun. Like I got
said
several
me,
guns around
ma'am.
here.
I said me.
Oh,
right now, if I do it right now.
There go your one-sided question. Of course it would be you. Of course it would be you.
Okay, so you and all of you playing with these cocks, when they go off and get you pregnant, who's responsible for that? You knew very well what a cock was capable of. I'm asking you, ma'am, who was responsible for you getting pregnant 100%?
Did you know that women's expectation for men who don't have it are higher for the men who actually have it? You think I'm tripping, right? You have a regular 9 to 5. She expects strips, roses, a diamond ring, a Birkin bag. She expects for you to put her in a Benz. Don't you know she'll get around somebody that can actually do all of that for her effortlessly, and she will not demand it. She won't even expect it, because at the end of the day, all she really wants to do is be around the money. She wants to be around the attention. She wants to be around the name. She wants to be around the fame, but you'll go right back to your environment and charge somebody top dollar to deal with you that's struggling just like you. You think that I'm lying? Do you think that these NBA players are jumping through hoops to deal with these women? No, they're not giving them nothing but a wet ass.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?